financial institution, and in particular the banks, they have to do a COVID stress test, and I'm aware that many of the banks have already initiated this exercise, and each bank is expected to undertake this COVID stress test, identify what kind of vulnerabilities they have, what kind of challenges they are likely to encounter, identify the vulnerable points, and raise capital in time. I think that is very crucial at the moment, and that is something which the banks are expected to give topmost priority, and I'm aware that many banks have already started this process. The economic impact of the pandemic due to lockdown and anticipated post-lockdown compression in economic growth may result in higher non-performing assets and capital erosion of the banks. A recapitalization plan for public sector banks and private sector banks has therefore become absolutely necessary. While NBFC sector as a whole may still look resilient, the redemption pressure on NBFCs and mutual funds also need close monitoring. Increasing share of bank lending to NBFCs and the continuing crunch in market-based financing faced by NBFCs and HFCs also needs to be watched very carefully. At the central bank, we strive to maintain the balance between preserving financial stability, maintaining the banking system's soundness, and sustaining economic activity. Post-containment of COVID-19, a very careful trajectory has to be followed in orderly unwinding of counter-cyclical regulatory measures. The financial sector should return to normal functioning without relying on the regulatory relaxations as the new norm. The Reserve Bank is making continuous assessment of the changing trajectory of financial stability risks and upgrading its own supervisory framework to ensure that financial stability is preserved.